Hey, Muchi de Gele, Abrala. Hey, I'll give you the money. Ahamadike, Biafra. Ahamadike, Biafra. Ahamadike, Biafra. Biafra, Kwenu. Hey, I don't talk before. When I here, when I come block on here, say I here. No problem. When the war start, we go up who be who. Biafrans. How many times did I call you? You don't want to listen. I say boycott every churches that is against freedom. Boycott every food from the Fulani herdsmen. Boycott every onions from the Boko Haram. Boycott anything that come from the north. When we say they don't want to go, they don't want to leave us where we go, but they want to carry their food to poison us. Don't punish them. I said I'm going to boycott. Anything we're going to bring that. I'm telling you for Igbo land. Biafra land, boycott all their food, not eat their food. I don't talk about boycott Dangote product. Anything we bring. Now, right, you want to kill you, you want to put you under subjection. No listen to them, no buy their food, no buy their cement, no buy their chicken, no buy their anything. I tell you, if you try, God don't punish you. Now they're hungry. Now they're hungry. Let's not forget. Make an answer now one question. Jumama and Emeka, we're going to answer me this question very carefully. Land don't finish for Sabah. Land don't finish for Wede. Land don't finish for Ramana. Land no dey Port land no dey Aba. Why na dey deceive una sef say only Yoruba land and Hausa land una go build in the whole mansion when I go get in the whole world. Na case na worry una dey craze, may God forgive una. Make una come back home. I don't talk about. I say boycott every food from Hausa, boycott their kulikuli, boycott their suya, boycott their sugar cane. You don't look at say no one here. One day, I tell you one day, very very soon, they go roast the human being like a suya, give you for me to go chop am from Hausa, go this one I limit. I don't talk about. No one listen. Take time. Biafrans. Boycott anything that has to do with the Hausa Fulani herdsmen, Boko Haram, all their products. Na lie. I said na lie, yo. They want to take and kill you. They want to take your land, invade your house and sleep with your women. They don't know you also anything that has to do with them. Remember, Boko. When I say Boko, you say haram. When I say Boko, you say haram. When I say Boko, you say haram. Fulani herdsmen. Fulani herdsmen. They are based on self so all of them be the same thing. Our brothers and sisters, they know they look back for a kilo, they chop human being like suya. That's how I did not tell you. Any Igbo man, any Biafra man, where they investment for North, for Kanu, for Sokoto, for Meduguri, Taraba, any way you get investment. Say I come back home, die no day. They won't kill you, but not anything that has to do with Hausa. They are dangerous. Not so I do not tell you. They say they be get man, no take them more. They say they do pedicure, they do manicure, they want clean your leg, they want clean your house. No grill, they want kill you, they go chop you. Not only that one, including their food and their product and anything that has to do with them. Anything where one consign them, not them. Not only that one, if you not say they for Lagos, if they go to the Baba church, if they waste your time, carry your time, they pay, they throw your money up and down. Sell the whole property where you go there. Go back home. They don't want you, they don't want you, you know what listen. If when they are able to see, the people where they bring on this message in a Biafra Referendum Media Group worldwide under the leadership of Mazen and the kind of Ahmadike Biafra one of Biafra land. Thank you, Kenesia.
Mr. Producer.
All we need is freedom. All we need is freedom. All we
Allow me to worship Chukwuka Biama on behalf of the entire family listening right across the length and breadth of this very planet. We will sing again. All of you who are ordained, all of you who are destined to perform wonders, I welcome all of you. Now, I will present you to Chukwuka Biama in heaven. Therefore, our Father who resideth in heavens above, looking down upon the pain and the suffering of your children, as was foretold by those who has gone before us, that a day will come when the world will gang up, when all the children of darkness will congregate to prevail against your children. That time is now. We are in pain, we are in so much suffering that man cannot begin to comprehend it. We ask for your mercy. We ask for you to come and present and provide a way where there is none. We ask you to n'ebe niile dị iche iche ruo ebe niile ụwa sọtụrụ ka ịdị mma gị na ebere gị dị ike ọgbasọ ha ụbọchị niile nke ndụ ha. Ọ bụ asụsụ eluigwe. We call upon you this evening. The vultures are congregating. The saboteurs are rising up. We are beginning to identify them. And we are dealing with them. We ask you to give us the strength. We ask you for courage. We ask you for every ounce of determination and resilience. Make us as hard as steel, as only you can do. Baptize us in your word, in your knowledge, in your truthfulness, and in your strength. Make it impossible for our enemies to come close to us. Destroy them before they come very close. We will be tempted, of course. Our defenses will be tried without a shadow of a doubt. Sometimes there will be breaches, but in the end we prevail because that is your word and that is your promise. This evening we hold on resolutely to that very command of yours. Your own spoken word. The word that you gave to your children when you said to them that they should not worship any idol, they should not bow before any graven image. We have made mistakes in our lives. We have bowed before European idols. We have done everything but worship you in truth and honesty. But now, having realized the errors of our ways, we present ourselves before you, that you may do with us as you please. So it was prayed thousands of years ago. That same prayer will re-echo because we are nothing without you. We are nothing without you. We can have the best defenses in the whole world. We can procure the finest anti-jamming equipment available. But it is you that will defend your inheritance. You will defend Biafra. You know that we are honest and truthful people. You know that we preach this gospel in the knowledge that your children must be free in the land of the living. That they may go back and worship you in Zion as they have done thousands of years ago. This is our prayer, now and always, because we are your children. You can't abandon us to the forces of evil and darkness. That is not your will, and it can never be. That is why today, tomorrow, and always, as you have called us to undertake this very monumental and a big task, as you have determined that your word must be preached in the land, that very land you gave to our ancestors thousands of years ago, so shall it be done in our lifetime. Allow us to be worthy to serve you. Allow us to be considered worthy to serve you. You know we speak the truth. Our enemies are liars. They are cheats and they are killers. They are bloodthirsty bastards, all of them. All of them, Bano. They have brought their lies to bear upon all their dealings. Their tongue is very spiteful against those of them who are righteous before your sight. Please don't allow shame to befall your children. Don't allow shame to befall your name, because we answer your name, we bear your name. That is why today we make this very prayer in the sure knowledge that Biafra will be restored as your own kingdom upon the face of the earth. That you will be worshipped every blessed day of our lives, as our children will do, and so will their children. Until time everlasting we have prayed in your name. He said.
Biafran Heroes and Heroines Remembrance Day 2019. Oh yes, my good people of Biafra, our freedom don't be at hand, oh, my Obungalicious Biafrans. Once again, the Biafran Heroes and Heroines Remembrance Day don't come again for Thursday, 30th May 2019, where we did so. Now when it go happen, great Biafrans, these Heroes and Heroines Remembrance Day don't become tradition in the history and life of Biafrans worldwide. As other nations, they remember their fallen heroes. Now so we, the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, go remember, honor, respect, and salute our fallen mama, papa, brother, brother, sister, uncle, aunt, cousin, children, even tata and boy. When Nigerian government with her British papa and mama and her allied forces massacre for Asaba, Owerri, Igwaosa, Mpo, Igbocha, Odi, Aba, Ala Yoruba, Afaruku Ibeku, and other places who are not mentioned. These great heroes and heroines will bleed, hunger, thirst, suffer and died. Lay the foundation for our existence today. Thursday, 30th May 2019, as usual, all captains of industry, Nigerian Union of Road Transport Workers, market leaders and their markets, schools, colleges, universities, polytechnics, oil bank companies, banks, transport operators, stubborn keke riders will not get welfare. I advise you yourself. Filling stations, civil servants, private offices, churches and ministries, together with other Suna Ogaha, for the whole of Biafra land, must obey and observe this hallowed, sacred and sober day, as we, the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, under the supreme leadership of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the entire Directorate of States, in conjunction with the Ogbongalicious good people of Biafra, don't agree and declare, say, Thursday, 30th of May 2019, na sit at home, aka Operation Total Lockdown of Biafra land, nke bụ webele lechen na ala Biafra. These Biafran heroes and heroines Remembrance Day will be sit at home, go carry this white fire enter Saba Abo Igala, Yoruba Igedi Shekiri Ibanke, Igbo Binuzo, or Bobarugebe Ijo, and the whole of 25 provinces were there for Biafran land, even as our Biafrans in Ofe Manoland, Yoruba, and Ugosa go also join in this sit at home. Our people in diaspora go carry Ebunzobu, Biafra Bo Kemba, with all our Ejimara and electrify the streets of Ambeke and Africa in general. True to Chukwu Kikabiama, this year's Biafran heroes and heroines Remembrance Day go be Okrebo, Thursday, 30th May 2019. Another history in the making. 30th May 2019. Another indelible mark in the sign of time and of history by Biafrans. Join this one big global family for the restoration of Biafra. Makana, Hausa Fulani Nokwanoka, Obugun Hab Haloka, no talk say, you know hearing, or I know tell you. Join IPOB now, because our freedom is dearer than silver and gold. Freedom is life. Our freedom is dearer than diamond and precious stones. Freedom is here. Now the Ogbongalicious indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, bring una this message.
Once again, good evening, good afternoon, good night, good morning. Biafrans across the globe defending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra for the avoidance of doubt on this very fateful day, the 13th day of the month of May, the year of Chukwu Kikabiama 2019. Radio Biafra Extra is streaming live through Radio Biafra London, being anchored by the Deputy Leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, Mazi Uche Okafor Mefo from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra, and Anambra State is Biafra land. It's the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. Of course, he's standing in a deputizing capacity on behalf of our Supreme Leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the Prince of Afaribeku, the one man who stood up to speak for the collective interest of Biafran people for almost 6 decades now. And by the special grace of Chukwu Kikabiama, he is from Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia. Abia State is Biafra land. And by the special grace of Chukwu Kikabiama, I remain George Unibe. I am from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. We must move ahead to acknowledge the Almighty Creator Chukwu Kikabiama himself, he who has set our feet upon this path that we must follow. Forever we remain grateful to him that it is because of him that we are still alive today. If he had not been merciful unto us, the enemy would have done treacherously to us against us more than they have ever done before. For he is the lifting up of our head and the primordial influence that drives us in everything we do. And so his name must be reverend above all in our lives. Anyị na-aja gị mma n'ihi na ị mara mma ịhụnanya anyị na gị obiọma gị o juru anyị anya adajụ inwe gị mgbanwe ọ dịghị onye dịka gị ịbụ Alpha na Omega. Anyị niile na-asị na ịdị mma. We must continue. Without wasting much of our time, still in the mood of 30th of May, the day we remember our fallen heroes and heroines. It is no longer news that you are asked to sit at home, those of you in Biafra land. And as such, I must remind you, once again, the reason why we are doing what we are doing. 30th of May, most of you may not know, is the day that Ojukwu called the Biafran people to return home. To return home and move out from among the midst of the heathens. But not everybody listened to him. He tried to prevent injustice. He tried to stop the unnecessary killing of our people. He tried to stop Nigerian, which is the greatest atrocity against humanity. But most people did not understand what he represents. Even as we speak this moment, a lot of people, a lot of complaining are going on. Everybody are crying. But how which will admit that Nigeria is a failed state, that Nigeria remain a failed state, that every member of this Nigeria must go back to where they come from before the British government created them. It would have been better for all of us. But the truth remains that Nigeria must degenerate on daily basis. And the component that make up Nigeria must remain stronger. Oduduwa nation must move ahead and forge the way ahead for the next generation of Oduduwa. The Arewa should do the same thing, and they should allow the Biafrans to do the same thing. But outside that, anybody trying to manage this expired company called Nigeria will understand that at the end of the day, all your effort will be a very fertile one, very useless one. And so after these men and women, the generation of 1967 and 1970, put their life on the line to fight to defend me and you, millions of them died, which the world will bear testament to the fact, irrespective of the irregularity in terms of the figure of how many people that died. But at least every one of them agreed that at least 1 million Biafrans died. But we know it's small. Nothing whatsoever was done to remember them. Their matter was like as if they were going to sweep it under the carpet. Nigerians ran immediately with the idea and tell you the Armed Forces Remembrance Day. They make us remember those who killed our mother and our father, our brothers and our sisters. But those living Biafrans, those veterans who fought, will know that they have never been honored. Most of them were successful military men in the Nigerian army before the war. And then if they are not even being remembered that they fought for Biafrans, why would Nigerian honor them? Because Nigerian evil was what tore them apart from standing on the side of Nigeria. For only evil men stand in the gap with Nigeria. It doesn't matter who they are. Till today, over 3.5 million innocent women and children who died for the sole purpose of uniting Nigeria has not been remembered. Not even a pile of stone was raised up to remember them. You have the Ikeja bomb blasting as a result of the carelessness of Nigerian Air Force. Millions died. The last time I checked in Lagos, a monument was built in honor of their name. You can go back and begin to look at those who died in June 12. They remember them. But it's unfortunate that nothing whatsoever is done to remember Biafrans, those who died because of the name Biafrans. And what happened? When IPOB came, when our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came, he knew the truth. And what is the truth? If those who risk their neck, their life to fight for freedom are not remembered, and then the next generation will see no reason why they should fight to risk their necks for you to be alive. And you understand that those who died for Biafra have not gone to bed, they're not threatening peace, but their spirit is hovering over everywhere in the zoo called Nigeria. And we can assure you as a result of that, Nigeria must be obliterated. The more innocent women and children you kill, the more innocent people Nigeria will kill in order to keep this false unity of one Nigeria, the more Nigeria will sink into oblivion. There is no two ways about it. The initiative to remember them came up, and now we say we must remember them. We must have spent some time without considering remembering them, but then I must appreciate IPOB leadership who has actually made it clear that we remember them in a time like this. That is why we are here. It is stage by stage, from one to another, commencement, the end of one thing, the beginning of another. But at least from now to the end of this month, we will continue emphasizing to you. We will continue laying emphasis for you to understand the need and the reason why they must be remembered, why they should be remembered. And that is exactly what we are doing. These are men and women who fought to keep us alive. It did not start today. We started by first of all looking into the eras of exploration. Many of our people died. We looked at the era of exploitation. Millions of our people died. We look at the era of invasion. Many of our people died. We look at the era of dispensation of the genocidal war. That is what we are looking at the moment. We have looked at the era of the so-called Aba Women Riot. Millions of Biafrans died. And after this era of genocidal war against us as a people, there are still more 3 other dispensations we are yet to look into. But we have not been able to exhaust completely all the avenues regarding the genocidal war, where over 3.5 million innocent women and children were murdered. But the bottom line is that our people must understand the reason behind the death of our people at each given time. And then what to do with this information is left for you. Ohaneze Ndigbo, who stood forward and said, don't remember your heroes, because if you remember them, Nigeria will lose money. But the president of the same Nigeria went to Rwanda to remember 150,000 persons that died. But they say no, 3.5 million innocent women and children of Biafra who were killed as a result of one Nigeria should not be remembered. Do not forget we've been able to look at those who were actually responsible for the massacring of over 10 million Biafrans. They called themselves 11 generals. And the like of Gowon, Jack Gowon, Yakubu Gowon, Olusegun Obasanjo, T.Y. Danjuma, Abacha, Yaradua, and the rest of them. They call themselves 11 general. Nigerian automatically become their property after the war. The same group of people outside Shenikon and Goodluck Ebere Jonathan. Others are part of that war criminal. The property belongs to them. They pull their kake and they put on agbada. But at the end of the day, it's not we that they deceive, but they deceived themselves. We begin to wonder, how can Hausa and Yoruba be able to decimate 10 million Biafrans and nothing happened to them? And then we have made you understand the countries who stood against Biafrans, who fought against Biafrans to make sure that we are obliterated from the face of the planet Earth. The countries that supported Nigeria to murder over 10 million Biafrans. We said United Kingdom was there, Egypt was there, Soviet Union was there, Bulgaria was there, Ethiopia was there, Senegal was there, Sierra Leone was there, Cameroon was there, Somalia was there, Algeria was there, Saudi Arabia was there, Niger Republic was there. And now you can imagine about 13 countries descended on one tiny Biafran people. For 3 years, our fathers stood their ground. If they died at the end of the day, their death is not in vain, for their sacrifice of yesterday is what building us as a people today. 13 nations, that one of them has divided into up to 15 countries. And then you say 13 plus 15. you will see that our fathers withstood against close to almost 30 countries with firewood, with stick, not having access to any sophisticated weapon in their time. They stood their ground. And so when they are telling you are a conquered territory, you are behaving like they are general. These are general without going to war. We know what is making them to be afraid. We know why they are gallivanting everywhere, cutting down the size and number of our people. But that which they fear will come upon them certainly, and very soon. We also made you to understand that irrespective of the fact that there were more close to 30 countries that fought against Biafrans to control the resources in our land, we did not forget that there were also some countries who helped to ensure that our people were not totally destroyed. We said one of them along and the line in the list is China. China helped to defend Biafra land. I do not know to the extent. West Germany was there. Israel was there. Spain was there. Portugal was there. Tanzania was there. Ivory Coast was there. Gabon was there. Haiti was there. Rhodesia was there. South Africa was there. Santa Cedis was there. Many countries stood. Irrespective of what they can do, they did their best. I understand that most of them, more people would have been dead, except somebody came and rescued them. Somebody came to help them. Many of them are dead, and we must remember them 30th of May. These are the things Nigerians won't tell you. They want you to believe that all is well, that we are one Nigeria, and as such, we should remain one Nigeria. There are areas I do not want to go in this study, and that is to consider those Biafrans who joined the Nigerian and this allied nation because of oil to fight against Biafra. I would not mention their name. They are not supposed to be remembered in the first place. They died like a coward and a saboteur, and they will remain in the grave like a coward and a saboteur. Their memory will be blotted out from the minds of men. For generation upon generation, their name shall become a curse on the lips of endless generation. People like Ifa Jonah and his like, it doesn't matter where they come from. Every man or woman that has fought to destroy Biafra, they shall not be remembered. They shall not be remembered. Irrespective of the fact whether their intention was genuine or not, they shall not be remembered. But Biafrans, you must know tonight that there are some who claim to be Biafrans. They are the ones who have aided the Hausa Fulani to come and decimate a cross-section of Biafrans. You must understand that the same way you see them all around us this period is the same way they were even before now. We will not remember them. They are forgotten and forever will remain forgotten. But this morning I must take us to a topic that will make us understand, or rather to remember those who stood their ground to support Biafrans, even against all odds. And so our team remained the same. We will never forget them. We will never forget them. And our topic is simple. Those who stood by Biafrans. Those who stood by Biafrans. Those who stood by Biafrans to ensure that we are not wiped out. It was not easy for them. You would not believe that while 3 years Biafran land was a country of its own, you have the like of Nnamdi Azikiwe running a parallel government against Dim Chukwuemeka Odimegwu Ojukwu. I could only imagine how they were able to survive, knowing fully well that there are people who are claiming to fight for Biafra but are under the payroll of Nigerian government. All of them have rights to go about with Biafran uniform and so on and so forth. Nigerian police do not arrest them. But when they see IPOB, they are so eager and so desperate, very ready to shoot us aside In fact, as I'm speaking to you, order have been given that every IPOB member fan should be shot aside. But you begin to wonder, is it not the same Biafra supposedly that all of us are fighting for? Why are they giving some preferential treatment, even pay for them to issue press communique? That is why you see them, they are always very fast to attack our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is why you see them, the world do the job of antagonizing IPOB leadership instead of them to stand by and fight for freedom. It did not start today. It did not start today. I could only wonder how Dim Chukwuemeka Odimegwu was able to survive this heinous crime, was able to survive these terrorists, these wolf in sheep clothing. But there were men and women who said no. On our watch, in our very watch, we will not allow evil to prevail. Tonight we must remember them. Tonight we must remember them. Most of which I do not know their names, but we remember people like Marok, who set himself ablaze in order to make the world to bring their direction towards what genocide is taking place in Biafra land. He's an American man. We remember him. We will not forget the likes of Alexander Midiabu. These are foreigners who came and gave in their best. He was killed in the war front. Wherever Alexander Midiabu is, his children must understand that we Biafrans remember their father because he has become our foreign hero. The same thing applies to the country who stood their ground and make sure that tyranny is brought down. We say thank you. Your services may be needed once again, as we are not going to relent until Biafra is restored. They may still bring police action to our land. Of course, our land is under military occupation already. They may still want to kill us again as they did before. But just that this generation, we have gathered the weakness of our fathers. We have cross-examined where they failed. We have made their strength and their failure as well to become our strength. Because history will repeat itself again. But this time, it is not only in Biafra land that they will shoot that gun. We will shoot that gun in Yoruba land. We will shoot that gun in Hausa land. Everybody will feel the stings of our venom. For it is unfortunate that when they talk about Nigerian war, no bullet was shot in Lagos. No bullet was shot in Kano, Sokoto, Kaduna, Maiduguri, or Abuja. The war started in Biafra land. The war ended in Biafra land. But we will make sure this evil will not repeat itself again. And so we will go and begin to consider those who stood their ground fighting for us. Because what we do in IPOB today, what you do for IPOB or against IPOB, in the nearest future, posterity will judge all of us. Tonight we remember His Excellency, the People's General, the one and only Dim Chukwuemeka Odimegwu Ojukwu. The mystery of how he was able to mobilize the people and defend the Biafran territory for 3 years is something that our children will need to study in school when Biafra is restored. A single man who stood against close to 30 countries in the world, more advanced than we are, without fear, without favor. He stood his ground. He waged a war without weapon. We remember you, Ojukwu. We understand how your people, most of your people, saboteurs, baby saboteurs, as they are breeding today, we understand the frustration, the impediment, and the obstacle they have become in your path to progress. We know everything you did. We know you did your best. It's unfortunate that your best is not good enough for them. Ojukwu, 30th of May, we shall remember you. We will never forget Philip Effiong, the man who gave up everything, knowing fully well that his children could have been murdered. He confronted the government of the terrorists of the day. He went to meet Gowon in Abati Barak in Lagos, then the Aso Rock of the zoo called Nigeria. He went to hand over the government and leadership of the Biafra nation to them. He knew he would not have come back. How will he break the rank of file of terrorists to come and fight to defend Biafra? They were not ready actually to release him. Most of you do not know. Nigerians allowing Philip Effiong to return alive was not because they want him to go. It is said that Achuze, And what is the name of this brother? Onwatuegu gathered the prisoners of war at their custody at that time. And they told Philip Effiong, when you get to Lagos, before you say anything, put them online. And when General Philip Effiong of blessed memory, got to Lagos, they rounded him up. Their intention was to kill him. And he said, before we proceed, you may need to hear from our people in Biafra land. Onwatuegu and the rest of them stood their ground and they said to Nigerian government, we have a large number of prisoners of war with us here. If anything happened to Philip Effiong, all of them will die. And that was why they allowed Philip Effiong to come back. But Nigeria did not keep prisoners of war of Biafra. They murdered all of them. They killed all of them. It was Philip Effiong who wrote in that document where he signed to hand over Biafra nation to Nigeria as you see today. He wrote to them and said, if what has been done to the Biafra nation that made them to rise up and break out of this zoo called Nigeria repeat itself in the nearest future, I hereby proclaim to you that the next generation of Biafra have the right to start from where we stop. That is why today Nigeria cannot come out openly to challenge us in the law court and say you have no right to do what you are doing. Because the same crime, the same heinous crime, the same atrocity committed against the generation of Biafra between 1967 and 1970, even beyond, is still repeating itself. And that is why we say, since they say that we will not sleep, they will not go to sleep. We remember General Philip Effiong today. General Philip Effiong did not broadcast or pass information from America. You're telling us you are in America, you are Yopi boy, and you are Philip Effiong brother. Come back and look at what he wrote down. Come back and look at his action. I look at some people when they are vibrating, when they are gingering. No, come back to Biafra and let's see the level of your ginger. Let's see how determined you are to die for Biafra. The way you are there making a video, trying to make yourself relevant. You carry boat and you run from backyard to maybe Benin Republic or Ghana, and then you are coming out and you are telling us you are shaman, you are warlord, you are blooded Philip Effiong. Stop deceiving yourself. Our land is under siege. The enemy that have gathered against us are more than us. We will remember them. We will remember Albert, Okonkwo. These people, with the little they have, they supported. With advice, they supported. They were not there sitting back to castigate Ojukwu. They were there giving him the moral support needed. Today, there are more people who claim they know it more than. They are more holier than I. They are more Catholic than the Pope. It should not be this way. It should have been this way. Come and give your own consent. Come and encourage your people. Advise them on what to do. No. You are analyzing. Fault finder. Master and the Kanu should have done this. They should have done like that. They should have come forward now. The stage is open for all of us. We will remember all of them. Victor Banjo. That is why when we come, we talk about Yoruba. When you do good, we tell you you have done good. If you do bad, we tell you you have done bad. Where is Victor Banjo? He's a Yoruba man. Yoruba people rejected Victor Banjo. Yoruba people rejected Victor Banjo. Victor Banjo lived in Enugu. Most people thought he was a Enugu man. He was, I think, ordinarily a mechanic or a panebita. But they are all generals anyway at the end of the day. But Victor Banjo, with due respect, wherever he is, Yoruba man that deserves to be remembered. A temple will be dedicated to him. A statue higher than those Rojas Okorocha built for the people who kill our people in Imo. We will remember Banjo, a Yoruba man who is not like Awolowo. Victor Banjo, we remember all of them. I'm not saying Yoruba to be trusted. They can't be trusted. But at least in every 100 years, in every 10 years, men, good men and women come up. We look at people like Obugo Kalo. We will never forget them. Joseph Achuse, we will never forget about you. Azum Asoya, we will never forget you. Mark Enviso, we will never forget you. Jonathan Chinedu, we will never forget you. Timothy Onwatuegu, we will never forget you. Festus Akenya, we will never forget you. Ian Garrison, we will never forget you. Tefi Williams, we will never forget you. Obong Oji, we will never forget you. Murphy Chukwuka, we will never forget you. Blessed memory, His Royal Highness Njoko, we will never forget all of you. In one way or the other, you refuse to become an impediment to the Biafra Restoration Project. You gave the little you can. You may not have been properly honored in the hour of your death and the moment of your burial, but you will understand that you did not die, for yet you live in our mind. Every one of you, both the living hero and the dead hero, you will never be forgotten. People must understand that while the lives of Ifa Jonah and his cohort are working with Nigerian government to sabotage the restoration effort, they were also men and women who stood their grounds. Their names will never be forgotten. These people worked very hard to ensure that the British-Nigerian genocide was aborted. Ask them why they did what they did. You will begin to know who they really are. We must remember them. 30th of May, our leader will be in America, Atlanta, Georgia to be precise, and maybe thereafter visit other areas. Those in America should be ready. Those who can come up on Facebook and yap, you are invited. Those who can criticize and know the way best. There were times some group of people were saying, we have the road map, we have the road map. Now we are not seeing road map. Everybody is waiting for Mazen and the Kano to tell them what to do. Go there and all of them are saying, we must remember Hero. Why were you not remembering them before Mazen and the Kano came? Oh, we are going to do referendum. Now referendum is not going on again. Oh, is it a restructure? And now Mazen and the Kano has not given you road map. Your map road now is no longer functional. But we will know who is deceiving who at the end of the day. Like I was saying, those of you in America, come out in your large number. Your president of your Nigeria, when he travels, they hide him. He land at night. Then they will use sack bag and cover him and smuggle him into any cage they are going to keep him. I thought he's supposed to walk. In those days, president used to walk on red carpet. Let him come and walk on red carpet now. Amadioha is waiting for all of you. Now all of you are hiding all of a sudden. Okay, Bazu went to Israel. Okay, we are waiting for you. Come back with the agriculture. You have become mute all of a sudden. We thought you went to do agriculture in Israel. Bring it down. Our Fulani S-men are waiting for you. We must remember these people. Their sacrifice will never be in vain. We will stand our ground and make sure we defend their honor to the end. We call upon you, Biafrans. We call upon you to honor our fallen heroes and heroines, irrespective of the dispensation where they died, irrespective of how they choose to give up their life. These people are genuine Biafrans. Most of them, everything they work for was taken from them. I remember when Nigerian government embraced General Philip Effiong to give him contract. They came as always bribing and corrupting everywhere. He looked at them. He knew the truth that the thief cometh not but to steal, to kill, and to destroy. They said, yes, we're here to the government, the presidency say we should give you contract. He looked at them and he said to them, I am a general. I was never conquered in the army. Take your contract back to your one Nigeria. What a honorable man. What an excellent man. What is son of Chukwokike Abiama. How many Philip Effiong do we have today? How many General Achuze? How many Onwatuegu? How many pure Biafran do we have today? My leaders say what you have is boys. Boys everywhere, claiming to be like men. Go and watch all the politicians in Nigeria. All of them are putting on pampers. They are putting on diapers with feeding bottle. When you see them with Abada, go and ask Roger Okorocha. He has his feeding bottle with him. Where are they? Where are the Biafra men? All you have is gossipers. And when you want to honor the real men, when you want to remember the real men, because they know they will never be remembered, because they know how fake they are, they will say, no, you can't remember them. You can't remember them. But it's unfortunate you are not in position to remind us that. So tonight, as we approach that very day, you must always remember, you must never forget that there are people like this we have mentioned who did not relent, who did not give up. What is your role today? Are you among those who are fighting hard to make sure that Biafra is restored? Or you are among those who are fighting very hard to make sure you stop IPOB? But whatever the case may be, we have one destination, that is Biafra restoration. Those of you in Biafra land, the order have been given. A letter have been passed out already. You must share it to DSS, share it to Fulani herdsmen, Miati Allah, share it to proprietaries of school, share it to captains of industry, share it to bank. Share this letter. Another one will still hit your boss this evening. Distribute this letter, for it is a total lockdown in Biafra land. Those of you outside Biafra land in diaspora, I want to believe you are going to make that day a very colorful day across the globe. Let them know that those men that were raped, those women that were raped, those men that were cut down by these Nigerian presidents, late Buhari, T.Y. Danjuma, Babangida, Abacha, Olusegun Obasanjo, all these people killed them. We must remember them. They did not die because they were there to conquer another person. They died trying to defend us. We will remember all of them. I'll be back in a minute.
Biafran Heroes and Heroines Remembrance Day 2019. Oh yes, my good people of Biafra, our freedom don't be at hand, oh, my Obungalicious Biafrans. Once again, the Biafran Heroes and Heroines Remembrance Day don't come again for Thursday, 30th May 2019, where we did so. Now when it go happen, great Biafrans, this Heroes and Heroines Remembrance Day don't become tradition in the history and life of Biafrans worldwide. As other nations, they remember their fallen heroes. Now so we, the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, go remember, honor, respect, and salute our fallen mama, papa, brother, sister, uncle, aunt, cousin, children, even tata and bonboy. When Nigerian government with her British papa and mama and her allied forces massacre for Asaba, Owerri, Igwaosa, Mpo, Igwacha, Odi, Aba, Ala Yoruba, Afaruku, Ibeku, and other places who are not mentioned. These great heroes and heroines will bleed, hunger, thirst, suffer, and died. Lay the foundation for our existence today. Thursday, 30th May 2019, as usual, all captains of industry, Nigerian Union of Road Transport Workers, market leaders and their markets, schools, colleges, universities, polytechnics, oil bank companies, banks, transport operators, stubborn keke riders will not get welfare. Advice on ourselves. Filling stations, civil servants, private offices, churches, and ministries, together with other Sna Ogaha, for the whole of Biafra land, must obey and observe this hallowed, sacred, and sober day. As we, the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, under the supreme leadership of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the entire Directorate of States, in conjunction with the Obungalicious good people of Biafra, don't agree and declare, say, Thursday, 30th of May 2019, na sit at home, aka Operation Total Lockdown of Biafra land, nke bụ webele nechen na ala Biafra. This Biafran Heroes and Heroines Remembrance Day will be sit at home, go carry this white fire enter Saba Abo Igala, Urobigedi Shekiri Banke, Igbo Binuzo, Obobarugebe Ijo, and the whole of 25 provinces were there for Biafran land, even as our Biafrans in Northern Manoland, Yoruba, and Ugaosa go also join in this sit at home. Mbaho, our people in diaspora go carry Bunzobu, Biafra Bo Kemba, with all our Ejimara and electrify the streets of Ambeke and Africa in general. True to Chukwu Kikabiama. This year's Biafran Heroes and Heroines Remembrance Day go be Thursday, 30th May 2019. Another history in the making. 30th May 2019. Another indelible mark in the sign of time and of history by Biafrans. Join this one big global family for the restoration of Biafra. Makana Hausa Fulani Nopanoka Obun Hab Haloka. No talk say you know hearing or I know tell you. Join IPOB now, because our freedom is dearer than silver and gold. Freedom is life. Our freedom is dearer than diamond and precious stones. Freedom is here. Now the Ogbongalicious indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, bring una this message.
Yes, by the special grace of God, at these times our lines are open, the enemies are gathering, but they will always fail in the end. They will always fail in the end. Like I said, our lines are open at this moment. The number to call, our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. Once again, our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. Our WhatsApp line once again is 070-815-45642. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. Our direct line once again is 081-221-52971. Special number for the female is 081-288-58614. Special number for the female is 081-288-58614. Yes, call on WhatsApp your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, this is Mecca Collins.
Go ahead, please.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Please, I am looking for a place to join IPOB member. I don't know yet. I say out of the state, but you know, I am from Imo State, local government.
You have to join IPOB family in Ogun State. Please drop a message here. I will send you the link to the coordinator after the program.
Okay. Can I drop my phone number and my address? I am free.
Of course,
I'm not
drop
afraid
it
of
on this WhatsApp line you are calling, and then I will send you the number of you said Ogun State, right?
Yes, Ogun State, Songo.
Yes, I will send you the coordinator's number. They will call you.
Thank you. May Kikabiyama bless you.
And bless you too, my brother. We must continue.
You say thank you.
Yes. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Of course, we lost that caller. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Can you hear me? Hello? Good evening, your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Chibuzo Apiche. I'm calling from Iguacha.
Go ahead, please.
Chukwuke Abiyama, bless you. And bless our leader, Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. That among otu issue, this young man, the way our people they behave, that is our people go already finish. I thank God for somebody like Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. In fact, Chukwuke Abiyama, ya tubere ya n'ụzọ niile nke ndụ ya ọ ga-adị ndụ hụ Biafra. Maazị Onyibe bụ onwe nke gị ị ga-ahụ Biafra, and all the whole members, IPOB members, both Africa, all the whole, that's all the whole our people, where they make try put effort to say we see this Biafra. The my God of Chukwu Abiyama, bless them. Our Yeshua, I pray.
Thank you. We must continue.
In fact, among people for a number, what is the motor? It's for a number. I'm get a lady or the easy. Chibuzo Akuche from Imo State in the local government. This is Chukwu Magozegi. In Jesus' name, I pray.
Thank you. We must continue. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line. Good evening. Your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Mrs. My name is Chineya Uche. I'm calling from Ethiopia. I want to thank God I want to thank my prayer about our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. Wherever he is, my people attend him.
Yes, a caller on WhatsApp. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Go ahead, please. Your name and where are you calling from?
Yes, my name is Odin. I'm calling from Bologna, Italy.
Go ahead.
I just want to comment about the program. This is my first time to call, but I always listen to the program. Even our deputy leader, Dr. Oliver, and I just want to thank you people to the good work you do for. It's not easy. But we are here that we always contribute because I'm a member of IPOB here. So I just want to thank you for keeping on. We are supporting. Thank you, bye.
Thank you, my brother, and God be with you. Yes, caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi Onibe.
Good evening.
Good afternoon. Yes, I am calling from United States of America. I am calling precisely from Washington, D.C. I am the PRO of IPOB here in Washington, D.C. My name is Ugo Onyejaka. Originally, I am from Amibo. Amibo is an Olo province of Biafra land, and it is the house of the Tiger Ihechu and the Jaja of Opobo. Mazi, please, my brother, I want to use this opportunity to thank you because you are the one that is where the fire is. And everything that you've been saying and doing, Mazi, we have already seen the results. I want to use this opportunity to thank our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Believe me, Nigeria have exploded because of this one man. He has exposed Nigeria everywhere. Even the Amajaris are rising up now. All the politicians in the north, they don't have any place to sleep. Abuja, where they sleep, is not comfortable for them anymore. There is fire in the mountain, run. So they don't have, there is no sleep in their eye. They are sleeping with one eye and the other eye is open. So they will never be at peace and they will never rest. Now it's because of the spirit of the young, the spirit of the children that were killed during the Biafran War, the spirit of the women, pregnant women that were massacred, the people that were put in one mass grave because of this general, because they want one Nigeria, the oil. It is nothing but the oil problem. So those spirits are still hovering over Nigeria, and it will never be well with them. There is nothing they will do in this world that Nigeria will see any peace. This blood of the innocent that has not been appeased, they have never appeased the spirit of the young that were killed. Nigeria has never appeased the spirit of the innocent, the old men, the old women, innocent people that did not do anything to Nigeria. What are the crime of these people? What did they do? They didn't do anything. But because of the intentional population reduction, they want to reduce the population. Million children, men and women. Now, could you imagine this population today? If you can factor in the number of children that were killed, and now that they are adults and some of them married, have 5 or 3 children, then you would understand how many people that were killed. So, Mazi, whatever that you are doing, definitely what you do, God will bless you. So, what I am trying to say again is that the whole world are hearing our voice, even here in America. Everybody, they're hearing our voice. They know that everything that we are doing, we are right. But that time is coming. The only thing we have to do is hang in there. Hang in there because all your effort, God have had it. Hang in there because we are winning. We are winning. They have been exposed. They have been dissected. They have everything about Nigeria is known all over the world. Even in Nigeria that don't have a constitution, that cannot even judge your constitution, you don't believe in your constitution, you cannot obey the law, everywhere is in a mess. This is a jungle. There is no peace in Nigeria. So how can you be a Nigerian that you call yourself a nation? This is a fair nation. A fair nation is a nation that cannot obey the law. The police is here eating everything, begging on the streets. Okay? Then the custom, everything, there is nothing that they design Nigeria as a nation, but it is a business entity. We know that. But now, honestly, it pained my heart. And when I hear your voice, the way you are saying, God have heard your voice, and believe me, to never be peace with Nigeria. I want to use this opportunity to tell everybody that we are having our 30th men, remembrance of our heroes that died into that we will live. We are going to celebrate it here in Atlanta, Georgia. And our supreme leader is coming that day just to make a case against Nigeria. He is coming there for anybody that wants to hear him. Let them come. Let everybody, if you have a question you want to ask, come and ask the question. If you have anything that you are not clear about, come and it will explain to you. Because we have never done anything, we have never soiled our hand with any blood of any person. We are the ones that are being killed. What we need is nothing but the restoration of the Biafra that was. Biafra was, Biafra is, Biafra will continue to be. There is no woman or no man that is born of a woman that will stop the restoration of Biafra. It will never happen. They know it. Buhari know it. So that's the reason why everybody is keeping quiet. Thank you, Maz. God will bless you. Continue doing the job you're doing. We are hearing it everywhere, all over the world. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you. We must continue. Yes, a caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, good evening, my Honorable George Onibe.
Good evening, my brother.
I am Gospel. Yes, I am Gospel Obiora from Arondi Zobo in Imo State. I am very glad with you. I thank God for you. All your topic looks like if you were there during the war. I was one of the who fought the war. All you are saying is just simple clips of what happened during the war. I thank you very much. You're exposing the whole thing. All you call, the names of those you call and everything, they are just, it looks like if you are there during the war. I know you were not born at that time, but you are just saying everything as if I can't put Kadia Mafona, the castle. and all the IPOB members, everybody in IPOB. Let all my brothers and sisters, let them come out and join IPOB. IPOB is really our savior. What will I say here? Is it the children that died during the wartime? Are we talking of how the air raid and every other thing, how the Nigerian army, what they did in Biafran land? Oh God, I thank God for you. You exposed everything of Nigeria. You just opened their eyes because they hid all these things. But I thank God for Nnamdi Kanu who came in and all every other IPOB working at seriously. Who came for? Who stand? What will I say? What will I say? Because all these are just what happened. It's what you are just telling. How it happened. It looks like if there is a book that you read that was showing you this thing. But I wonder, because the Nigerian people will not expose all these things like this. I thank God for you. Let God strengthen everybody that is in IPOB. Let God be strengthened. That we may see the end. And everybody judge you see the end in the name of God. But it looks like if I will carry myself to you now to see how I am rejoicing for how you people are exposing Nigeria, everything, with truth and everything that happens. With the truth, in fact, on the ground. With the whole truth. Nigeria is making everything easy. They want to wipe out Biafra in the face of the earth. I thank Nnamdi Kanu. I thank Nnamdi Kanu. Some of the Biafrans will rise up. So they want to fight for Biafra. People like what's his name? At the time, he will join himself to Nigeria and take money from them. And he will be using other Biafran business to make money for himself through Nigeria. I wonder what God has done for us. Thank you, Nnamdi Kanu, and every other working human beings that is working as seriously for Biafra in IPOB. I want to sing this song. I want to sing this song.
Go ahead, please.
Nnamdi Kanu is able to go up the mountain, to possess all the land, possess all the land of Biafra down to the sea. Yes. Though we know the giants have given up their heads to fight against him, but surely God will give him victory. God will give him victory. And victory is on our way. May God bless you. Bless every IPOB working at seriously in your Hoshua's name. He said.
Thank you very much. We must continue. This is Radio Biafra Ezra. For the avoidance of doubt, still in the mood of remembering our heroes and fallen heroes. Can you hear me, caller, on the WhatsApp? Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Good Biafrans worldwide, good afternoon Biafrans, good evening Biafrans, wherever you are depending on the time zone. My name is Eni Chineke. I'm calling from Malaysia. I just want to use this opportunity to thank our able leader, our supreme leader, Nnamdi Kanu, whom God has sent to lead the people, to lead us into our promised land, and for the life of millions of Biafrans that died this month of May. We are going to remember each and every one of them. But one thing I want the world to know: whatever God created, man cannot destroy it. Like what I used to tell some of my friends, if the world decide to throw all their missiles, all their nuclear weapons that they have, yet they will not consume humanity. Humanity will still die. Despite everything that happened to Biafrans, despite everything, the Holocaust that happened to the Jewish people, still, they still remain today. We still exist. We are like seed. They can never cut us short. I just want every one of us to remain resolute. And again, I also want to use this medium to tell our people in the US, those who are organizing the 30th of May, please, we should learn from what happened in Sri Lanka during the Easter program. We saw how that young man who wore that forward bag that got into that place. So please, those who will be on the security, those who will handle the security stuff, please, they should not allow any person to bring any bag or carry anything. If you are coming, just come alone with your Biafra materials or your shirt, simple. So please, everybody should take notice of that. Thank you, Mazi. I'll sign out from here.
Thank you. We must continue. Call on the line, your name and where you calling from.
This month, I'm coming from Water, Biafra land. I thank you people for what people are doing for us. I thank all of you, Mazi Jamoto, and our school leader, Mazi Nnamundi Kanu. We are in Igbocha here, we are resolute. I thank you for all you people are doing for us.
Thank you very much.
Okay, sir.
We must continue. Call on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Go ahead.
Good morning, Mark from here.
Good evening from here.
And I greet all Biafrans and all of us of freedom all around the world. My name is Mazi Ugochukwu Adego. I am calling from Cambodia. And by the special grace of God, I am the national coordinator of IPOB Cambodia. I want to use this opportunity also to thank our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who made this day possible, and his deputy, who is never shaking in this struggle, and all the members of the DOS, and the Mazi Onibe, who has been holding the flag high there in Biafra land, and also my SR rep, Mazi Osco Keke, and every other person that is working assiduously to make sure that this struggle is moving straight and forward. I want to use this opportunity to remember my two personal heroes of this particular war we are talking about, and they are gallant soldier Cyril Ihanacho from Omaka. He is from my maternal home, my mother's eldest brother. He fell in the war. And also, the gallant soldier, Christopher Chukwukre. He is my father's brother. He fell in the war also. These men were the men that I grew up, and I saw their pictures hanging on the pillars of my maternal home and my father's house. And I asked about them and said, who are these? They told me, they are your uncles, but they died in the war. So I must remember them. So when we say that people died, when we say that millions of people fell, we are not joking. It is real. It is not Nigerian movie. It is not Nollywood, neither is it Nollywood. It is a reality that people died. These are people that we cherish so much. These are our own kin and blood, and we must remember them. 30th May is sacrosanct, and everybody in Biafra land must sit at home, where others in all around the world must do the needful. And here in Cambodia, we are holding it high, and we are expecting all of our brothers here in Cambodia who are listening to make sure that they gather that day.